So on today's flight, what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be flying circuits, but last video I did circuits, but this time I'm gonna be doing circuits on the IVAO network. So that's basically doing the radio call. So first I want to get kind of used to flying the 172 in the circuits on the simulator, and overall it went all right. On an airport I was familiar with. So now tonight my goal is to do circuits on a simulator or in an area where where basically it has a actual controller that's there, so I can do simulator radio calls. So that's my goal for tonight. So the first I'm going to do is, when I'm doing this, is I go to webi.ivao.arrow. So I'm gonna go to that website. I'm basically gonna go and find a airport I can go to that has a controller, and I'll try to get this get some experience doing maybe even just a couple circuits. I could do a quick flight. So I click on client. If you go to that site, you go clients and ATC, and I'm gonna pick an airport. Let's see here. Hahn Tower. So that's EDFH Tower. So let's try that one. So so that's Frankfurt Hahn Airport. And so let me just have a look, make sure it's not too crazy of an airport. Yeah, that looks pretty good. There's one runway, I believe. Yeah, it's a taxiway. Okay, so what I'm gonna log on. I'm basically gonna move the plane off the runway, and then I'm gonna get familiar with the airport before actually logging on to the server, so I know the taxiways, and I'm gonna figure out the elevation as well of the airport, and then we'll go ahead and we'll get flying. So let's get that set up. So the first thing I'm gonna do is, and I'm gonna keep flying the 172 for now. Keep it simple. So let's put an abbreviation for. So it's EDFH, and we'll do real weather, real winds, and I gotta check too if it is VFR. So the best way to do that is just kind of log in and see what the weather is. So when you're using the IVAO network, when you log in, you're not logged in yet, so you have to basically move your plane from the runway to one of the ramp areas, because they don't want you logging in the network while you're on the runway, because that can cause you to basically just one second to get my checklist. Oh. Okay, so we'll go 3D view. Basically, if I log in now, someone could be on final on the what is that noise? It's like an identifier or something. There we go. I think that was an identifier for one of the VORs. Something, I'm not sure. Anyways. Okay, so let's, first thing we're gonna do is go to local map, and we're gonna load the airport, and then we're gonna pick an area. So let's go to apron 2. Okay, and I'm gonna go to study the airport. What I like to do is free camera. So C's free camera, and you basically go ahead and you can kind of study the airport before logging onto the network, so you can know what taxiways and what's, just get familiar with the airport. Okay, it's a beautiful day out here. So these are real winds. Massive airport. If I have to taxi all the way down there, that's crazy. Massive, massive airport. So what I'm gonna do is I'm also gonna look online and have the oh, that's all. Oh wow. So the runway doesn't even, that part of the runway doesn't even, it's not serviceable. So 03. Anything, if I did circuits around here, it's pretty nice area. It's not like a huge city or anything. That's cool. Okay. So that's great. What I'm going to do right now is quickly go to EDFH, copy it, and get some information online. So I'm paste EDFH airport diagram. Boom, something came up right away on Google Images. Awesome. So we got runway 03 and 21. And so the runway starts Charlie, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, Golf. Apron 4, apron 3. So I'm just gonna look and see where we are, and I like to also take pen and paper and kind of write it out, so that way I'm kind of familiar with it before. So 2103. So it looks like we're in apron 2. So I'm gonna go back to 3D view just to double check. Read camera. Yeah, so that is, just double check here. Yeah, so we're in apron 2, and that is taxiway Delta down there. So we're on apron 2. So we got Charlie, Alpha Delta. Echo and Foxtrot. Okay. And the next thing I want to get is the elevation. Airport elevation. I'll just type it in on Google. So it's 491 meters. So I'll just write that. So when I do circuits, I got to be thinking, okay, if I'm at so 491, I'll just do 2 feet. Okay. So let's log on and we'll do a couple circuits. So first we're going to send our flight plan. So we're Charlie Golf, Quebec Delta Echo, 1 soul on board, Cessna 172. And we're going to be departing. Let's get the abbreviations once more. EDFH. Hahn Tower 119.65. Just getting the frequency that the controller is on. Okay, so it's Echo Delta Foxtrot Hotel. That's the abbreviation for the tower. Departure time. So what I'm going to do is look up what time it's Zulu right now. So Zulu time right now. Now googling that on the scene, so it's 10:54. So we'll say 11. We're departing 11 Zulu. Cruising speed 120 knots. That's about right. And destination EDFH. Total estimate time on it was an hour. Circuits and maybe a bit of sightseeing. One person on board, pilot command is me, Chris Landry. And okay, Charlie Golf, Quebec Delta Echo. So we'll send the flight plan in, and then we're going to go ahead and log on. And we're going to toggle this map as well for the radio calls. And let's go to his frequency. It's 119.65. Okay, so we got,
Link engaged.
we're connected. Hahn Tower information, Echo, recorded at 10:52 Zulu. The winds are 270 at 5 knots, so I'm gonna write down the ATIS. 270 at 5 knots. Oh, it went away. Crap. Okay, here it is. So the winds are 270 at 5 knots, varying from 250 to 310. The ceiling's 5,000 broken, and it says 400 broken, but I don't think so. I don't know why that. Temperature 10, dew point 10. Arrival is runway 21, so the active is runway 21. Departure frequency is 127.365. Confirm ATIS information echo on initial contact. 127.365. I'll try on this frequency because okay, that guy is so with the EVAO network you can do radio calls over voice, or you can also type it in. So I'm gonna try making a call to Hahn Tower. Hahn Tower, good afternoon. It's Charlie Golf Quebec Delta Echo. Good afternoon. We will be doing circuits for requesting circuits for 1 hour in apron 2 with the information echo. Squawk 7000, taxi Alpha, then Echo, and I will hold short runway 21. Okay, so we're good to go. That's exciting. So I've got my Cessna checklist here. We're gonna go ahead and do circuits. And let's get the I was gonna get the updated altimeter setting, but hey, I didn't know you could do this. This actually props you up more on the plane when you press up on the keyboard. You have to be holding the mouse. So if you're holding the right mouse and you're pressing up, that gives you kind of a forward visibility. That's good. I kind of need that actually. So parking brake is off, and I'm gonna go ahead and taxi away. So we'll test the brakes, put the parking brake back on, brakes work. The brake test is good when you start taxiing for the taxiing your plane. And we'll assume as well that we did the run up as already. So that's, run up has already been done, we'll say. So we can do our checks here. So wings left, ball right. Numbers are decreasing. Compass is free and floating. So I'm just checking my instruments. Wing left, ball right. Looks like that plane's coming straight towards me. So wing right, ball should be moving left. Compass is free and floating. Okay. I should be on the yellow line here. There we go. Looks like that plane is paused in the air. I think it's a glitch or something. Here's Echo. So we'll follow the yellow line here.
Member joined.
So we'll put the parking brake on and we'll have our before takeoff check. Fixtures full, ridge both trim. It's good. So I should have done a run up. We'll do that next time we fly, but this is fine without one. So we'll say we did our run up and we'll make our call. Hahn Tower, it's Charlie Golf Quebec Delta Echo holding short, runway 21 in Echo.
Charlie Golf Direct Delta Echo, join traffic circuit runway 21 with 3000 degrees 5 knots. Runway 21 clear takeoff.
Clear takeoff 21. And could I just get the updated altimeter setting, please?
Can you repeat?
Yeah, just looking for the latest altimeter setting.
I don't know what altimeter setting because I'm very new to it.
Okay, disregard. Disregard. We're clear takeoff 21. Okay, he must have been a new controller, which is okay. Didn't quite know. We were just trying to get the updated altimeter setting. So 1,100 is what I got in the altimeter, so I just got to remember that for 2,100 for the circuits. And we're getting lined up. All right, so takeoff checks. Flaps are where they need to be. Whoa. Okay, slow down. There we go. Full powers achieved. Airspeed's alive. And temperature pressures are good. I need a joystick. I think it's gonna, right now I'm using the mouse and it's a little bit challenging to fly sometimes. I'm gonna have to get a joystick to make it a little bit easier. Okay, here we go. So let's start our circuits. So we're gonna do climate attitude and we'll do flaps up. We'll start a 15-degree angle bank. Pitch for climb, mixture is full rich. So at 2,100 RPM, or 2,100 for the altimeter, we will go to cruise attitude. So attitude, and we'll bring the power back. And we'll trim, get that cruise attitude on the dashboard, and then we'll do a 30-degree angle bank. Left to right checks, so I'm picking a reference point in front of me, flying towards it, and doing our left to right checks. Mixture's full rich, carb heat check, flaps are good, gears are good. Hahn Tower, it's Charlie Golf Quebec Delta Echo, left down runway 214, stop and go. check that and just confirm I'm number 1 for runway 21 for a stop and go. Hahn Tower, just confirming I'm number 1 for the circuit. Roger, number 1, thank you. So number 1, that means I can turn when I'm at that 45-degree angle from the lights of the air. So we'll start turning here. Bring the power back. Flaps down. So we'll see if I can do a better takeoff in the simulator here than last time. So we got our checklist, Cessna checklist. We're gonna be coming in at final approach is 70 to 60 knots. On tower, Charles Quebec Delta Echoes number 1 for runway 21 on final. Clear, touch and go, runway 21, Quebec Delta Echo. So I'm clear to land. So I don't have rudder control with the simulator. Hopefully it will, I guess if you don't have rudder controls, the simulator will do your best to control it. So we'll see how it comes out. So cruise attitude, just hold this and pitch up. And we'll just take off. Yeah, I need to get rudder pedals. So that's my next investment. Is you can get the rudder pedals on the joystick, or you can actually get real rudder pedals, because I wasn't landing straight there. But that's okay. Get the flaps up. All right, I'll do it. So we're bringing the RPM to about 2,300 RPM for the circuit power, and we'll do our So before turning, it's good to pick a reference point that's 90 degrees and then start turning towards it. And keeping that cruise attitude on the dashboard. There we go. The winds are starting to, with the clouds, it's starting to come in here. Hahn Tower, Charlie Golf, Quebec Delta Echo is left down one for runway 21 for a stop and go. Yeah, left down one runway 21 for a stop and go. So while he makes his radio call, we'll just do our left to right checks. Mixture's full rich. Trim's good. Carb heat we check. Temperature pressures are good. Circuit breakers are all in. Roger that, and just confirm I'm number one for landing, or number one for the circuits.
Yes, you're number 1 for landing and
Roger that, number one. Okay, bring the power back, flaps down 1 notch. The weather's starting to change here. The weather's starting to roll in, so if it gets any worse, we'd have to make a full stop. Because it's kind of the ceilings here. But we'll make that decision based on how it looks. So we'll turn on final. Where's the... There it is. I'm gonna turn on final here. Hahn Tower, Charlie Golf, Quebec Delta Echo is on final for runway 21 for the stop and go. Clear touch and go runway 21. Okay, got it straight and we're coming in a little crooked here. Power's all the way back now. Cruise attitude. And we'll take off. So I'm taking off, I'm looking at a reference point out here, focusing on flying towards it. Right now the plane seems to be crabbing into the wind. And again, my landings aren't going to be great because of the, I need to get rudder controls to make it proper, oh shoot. And this is not good. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. That was not good. When you click on this, you're controlling the plane. So if you want to click on anything else, really important that you don't left click by mistake, because that's what happens. Okay. That's okay. We'll make our left-hand turn, 15-degree angle bank. We're coming up circuit altitude, so attitude, cruise attitude, bring the power back, and trim. Oh, nice 90 degrees. That's good. See how we're at a 90-degree angle? So when we turn on downwind, so we'll do our left to right checks. Circuit breakers are in, mixtures full rich, carby check. Temperature pressures are good. So there's the other plane taking off. On tower, Quebec Delta Echo, left down runway 21 for a full stop. Just confirm I'm number 1 for the circuits, or you said please wait.
Number 1.
Member left.
Okay, number 1 for the full stop. Okay, let's make a full stop here. My altitude, I lost a little bit of altitude on the circuit, so that's not good. Since we're number 1 and we're cleared for the full stop, we're clear for number 1. 30-degree angle bank. Bring the power back. 1 notch of flaps right away while turning base to final.
Member joined. Member left.
Keep the power back here. Clear land 2-1, Charlie Golf Quebec Delta Echo. And I'm super high, I'm gonna put the flaps, bring the power back, flaps down. And might even go full flaps. turn on final. We are smoking high. I don't know if we're gonna make the landing. So we may have to overshoot. We're gonna make the landing. We're gonna go ahead and land this guy here. So we'll do full brake, so that's V on the keyboard. And cruise attitude. Holy crap. I definitely need the rudder inputs in. All right. We'll get off the runway right away. So if you don't have the stick into the wind and opposite rudder, when you land, if you don't do the correct setup like that, then that's what happens to the plane. The plane doesn't land with the nose center, and so I really need to get rudder pedals for the flight simulator, or get the rudder pedals on the joystick, which I'm thinking of getting that as well. So let's get off the runway here, and then there we go. Hahn Tower, Quebec Delta Echo is on Fox, or Charlie, looking to go to ramp 2. Taxi to the ramp via Charlie, Quebec Delta Echo. Thank you very much. Have a great day. So we'll do some cleanup checks. So flaps are up. Saying thank you.
Sorry for my mistakes, and I hope next time.
No, this was a really fun experience. Thanks for your help. I appreciate your work. Thank you very much. So taxi on the yellow line. And we'll go to the hangar area here. Oh, the weather just crapped out all of a sudden. It just got really foggy. So the wind, so we'll go taxi here. Parking brake on. Okay, so we'll do our shutdown checks. So after landing, flaps were up, car beat is cold, transponder standby, landing light off. So landing lights off. And then for, next is the parking checklist, avionics master switch. Wait, let's get transponder on standby. So transponder, it's already on standby. So the plane I used to fly originally, oh boy, okay, come on. The plane I used to fly originally would automatically go to alt, so you didn't have to change, like the GPS turned it to alt right away. But it's on standby now, so that's good. All right, so avionics master switch is off. Here it is. Off. Electrical off. So turn off all the electrics. Off. Throttle to 1,000. So I'll bring the throttle to 1,000 RPM. And then mixture auto cut off. Ignition switch is off. Boom. Master switch is off. And there we go, that's off. And we can leave. I was looking for that handle last time I was flying. Oh, wait, here it is. Boom. We're done. And we got the plane. Okay, so that was the flight. I think it's like my 6th flight using the simulator. The biggest thing that I want to work on for, and I'll make notes just as if I was like teaching myself, is to get rudder pedals. Right, because landing like that is kind of dangerous. So basically what happened is I wasn't adjusting for the winds, and the plane was landing crooked. There's nothing I can do because the simulator doesn't come with the keyboard, doesn't come with rudder pedals. You have to basically get an actual simulated rudder pedals, or you get a joystick where you can have rudder pedals on the joystick. So I'll have to get that. Really important because we weren't correcting for winds on the landing, so that means the nose wasn't straight, and that was causing the plane to not land straight, which is not good. So that was one thing, and this was the first time that I connected to the IVAO network and got to actually do a couple circuits. I tried it before a few times, but one challenge I had before was I didn't follow the flight plan properly, so you got to make sure you do that properly. And the other thing is studying the airport, because you're going to be going to different airports and finding out where the controllers are. It's really important that you study your airport, like on Google Maps, get the elevation, know where all the taxiway areas are, and like I did before logging onto the network, I was studying the airport pretty good. So that's really important to do, and that was a lot of fun actually. That was really cool. So that was the first time I got to do circuits like that. on the network at Hahn Tower. Where was I flying? Where was that again? I'm just checking. I was flying in Germany, I guess. On HAHN Tower in Germany. So there's no, if you go to webi.ivao.aero, you can find out where all the controllers are. No one is in Canada, so that was a really cool experience. And yeah, that's it. And also, I'm gonna make a note for me as well is work more on making it as more realistic. So work on checklists, and also I should be doing a run up as well. So basically, the simulator has the plane running when it starts, but I could even maybe figure out, can I have the plane shut down? Plane shut down. So I should do a run up and start the plane actually shut down to make it more realistic. And I should also use my checklist more. Use checklist more. And also transponder, I need to know. So standby. So I think if you go here, that standby, so TX. So I think you have to, I think these are connected. So you're on standby and then TX when you take off, before taking off. You should have your transponder for altitude in the air. And yeah, that's about it. My last landing, I came in pretty high, so I needed to bring the power back sooner, flap sooner on that. But anyways, that was pretty cool. That was a lot of fun. All right, so that's my video for circuit flying using the IVAO network. And so on my next videos, I'll see you on the next video. And hopefully Joystick, Rudder Pedals will be added to this fairly soon, because I definitely need it. So awesome. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Bye for now.